Hello and welcome to another episode of The Handshake. My name is Amal Chaudhary and today we will be talking about the relationship of India and China and is it getting any better with time. Several scholars and academicians are interpreting the informal summit between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping in several ways. Some are actually quite optimistic about the summit and hoping that the two nuclear powers will arrive to fruitful solutions regarding the disputes that both the countries face in the recent times. But India, as an emerging global power, should also stay focused on building capacities and maintain good relational ties with her neighbours while also balancing with the major superpowers. Every responsible government must factor in three geopolitical constituents while setting up a broader foreign policy trajectory: immediate neighborhood, extended neighborhood, and powers. India's current government has sent mixed signals on its diplomatic policy. Its rising tensions with Pakistan involving the country's development with Jammu and Kashmir, but has cultivated strong partnerships with other neighboring countries like Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. It has also strengthened its engagement with extended neighbors, including the world superpowers like the United States and Japan, with the Prime Minister constituting JAI alliance in the backdrop of G20 summit in Osaka, Japan. Though after 2014, India started to take a pro-American tilt in its foreign policy, New Delhi also maintained its cautious stance of not disturbing the equilibrium between the great powers and rising great powers. China also holds doubly critical for New Delhi as it is both a neighbor and a rising great power with the second most powerful economy in the world and the only country capable to sustain a trade war with the United States. There are three main structural problems and ties: the boundary dispute in Arunachal Pradesh, the Pakistan factor, and a historical mistrust involving Aksai Chin, Dalai Lama, and Tibet. These are the formulaic conventional understandings in the understanding of the Indo-China relationships. Despite the bad optics and escalating tensions, the leader of both sides went a step further for an informal summit, suggesting their quest to deepen engagement and to maintain peace. However, this is not the first time that both the countries are setting up an informal summit. The first informal summit took place in Wuhan in April 2018, where both leaders exchanged issues of global and bilateral significance. At the Wuhan summit, the two leaders also reached to strategic guidance so that serious issues do not escalate like the Doklam standoff and not to let situations spiral out of control. But as many scholars have pointed out, that New Delhi and Beijing are still in a tactical engagement with their ties and not a strategic partnership. It cannot be considered a tactical engagement just like the US and North Korea. The challenge for Modi and Xi meetup in Mallalapuram dialogue was not to allow any kind of glitches and hinder their deep tactical environment. So there are four major sectors in which India and China can work out to improve their partnership to the next level. Avenue of economic cooperation. China is quite keen to make investment in India, especially in the infrastructure and fifth generation network technology architecture. India, on the other hand, is also interested in a better market access to China and also wants a trade imbalance deficit to fall short. The high-level economic and trade dialogue between the countries will enhance trade volumes, bridge massive trade deficits, and will also increase the investment in various mutual sectors. Emerging world orders. India and China are also seen as the two most important emerging world orders and the champions of multilateralism. The two are key factors for both security and stability in the Asia-Pacific region, and both countries are cooperating over global issues like tackling climate change. China's Pakistan card. This is becoming a major irritant for New Delhi. While India knows that China's Pakistan card is negotiable, it also has the international opinion in its favor. But New Delhi still bargains cautiously, keeping in mind Beijing's stance and its frequent U-turns. Some of China's development prove its adversary attitude to New Delhi. If New Delhi and Beijing actually want to improve on the ties and want to lay foundations of engagement and building cooperation, ties in economic, territorial, and strategic areas, then both must remove the worry of third parties from the room. Rising Chinese dominance. China is also a dominant superpower and the only nation in the contemporary post-Cold War liberalized world where it has the potential to sustain itself even after Donald Trump's furious trade disagreements which escalated to a trade war. India, being a key trading partner of China and one of its nearest neighbors, should stay focused on improving ties rather posing a competition. India should focus on its building capacities and not on conflicts and rivalries. If key Indian policymakers take realistic and long-term vision, it would result in expansion of avenues of deeper engagement with a powerful China. So this is it from this episode of The Handshake. For more such videos, keep watching My Nation.